What if I told you that some flowers have survived ice ages, others were once worth more than gold, and one variety can live for over 1,000 years? Today, we're exploring the 20 most beautiful flowers in the world, each with secrets that will amaze you, from ancient blooms that existed before humans walked the earth, to exotic beauties that look like works of art. Prepare to discover why these flowers have captivated humanity for millennia. Welcome to Senior Green Thumbs. I'm your host, and today we're taking a journey across continents and through time to meet nature's most stunning creations. These aren't just pretty faces. Every flower on our list has earned its place through extraordinary beauty, fascinating history, and remarkable survival stories. Let's begin our floral adventure. 1. The rose, queen of the garden. We start with the undisputed queen of flowers, the rose. Originating in the Middle East and Asia over 35 million years ago, roses have been cultivated by humans for more than 5,000 years. Here's what makes them truly remarkable. The oldest living rose bush grows in Germany and is over 1,000 years old, still blooming every year. Ancient Romans were so enchanted by roses, they used the petals as confetti at celebrations. And here's a surprise for health-conscious gardeners. Rose hips contain more vitamin C than oranges. With over 150 species and thousands of varieties, the rose has rightfully earned its crown as the world's most beloved flower. Then to Peony, the longevity champion. From China, Europe, and North America comes the peony, a flower that puts longevity to shame. These magnificent blooms can live for over 100 years, meaning the peony you plant today could still be delighting your great-grandchildren. In China, where they've been cultivated for over 1,500 years, peonies symbolize honor and wealth. The Chinese weren't wrong about their value. Some varieties produce flowers as large as dinner plates. Here's an unexpected fact. Peony buds are actually edible and taste remarkably like lettuce. Imagine having a flower in your garden that outlives generations while providing both beauty and sustenance. No flower collection is complete without orchids, the aristocrats of the plant kingdom. Found primarily in tropical regions with the highest diversity in Southeast Asia, orchids are nature's master craftsmen. With over 28,000 species, that's more than mammals, birds, and reptiles combined, orchids have conquered nearly every habitat on Earth. Some orchid flowers last up to 6 months, and the plants themselves can live for over a century. Here's something that might surprise you. The vanilla we use in baking comes from an orchid species. During the Victorian era, orchids were so prized they caused orchid mania, a collecting frenzy among the wealthy that bankrupted many fortunes. 4. Lotus, the sacred survivor. From the sacred waters of Asia and East Africa emerges the lotus, a flower that teaches us profound lessons about resilience. Lotus flowers are ancient survivors that have weathered ice ages and natural disasters for millions of years. Their seeds can remain viable for over 1,000 years, and when conditions are right, they spring to life. The lotus emerges from muddy water completely clean, never touched by the muck below. This miraculous self-cleaning ability comes from microscopic bumps on their leaves and petals. Every part of the lotus is edible, making it not just beautiful but practical. The lotus reminds us that extraordinary beauty can emerge from the muddiest conditions. 5. Bird of paradise, the exotic dancer. From the slopes of South Africa comes one of nature's most stunning optical illusions, the bird of paradise. These flowers look so much like colorful tropical birds in flight that they seem ready to take wing at any moment. Each plant is a patient artist, taking 4 to 5 years to produce its first flower, but the wait is worthwhile. A single flower head can produce up to 6 individual blooms, creating a spectacular display. The bird of paradise has traveled far from its African home to become the official flower of Los Angeles, bringing a touch of exotic beauty to gardens worldwide. 6. Cherry blossom, the symbol of life's beauty. From East Asia, particularly Japan, comes the cherry blossom, a flower that embodies the beauty of impermanence. These delicate pink and white blooms have a powerful story. In 1912, Japan gifted 3,000 cherry trees to Washington, D.C. as a symbol of friendship. Today, these trees create one of America's most celebrated spring spectacles. Cherry blossoms bloom for only 1 to 2 weeks each year, teaching us to appreciate life's fleeting moments. Japan treasures over 200 varieties of cherry blossoms, and some trees are over 2,000 years old, still blooming faithfully each spring. The Japanese tradition of hanami, flower viewing, dates back over 1,000 years, celebrating the brief but magnificent display of cherry blossoms. 7. Dahlia, the garden's showstopper. From Mexico and Central America comes the dahlia, a flower with a rags-to-riches story. Originally grown by the Aztecs as a food source, dahlias were prized for their edible tubers, which taste like a cross between a potato and a water chestnut. When Spanish conquistadors brought them to Europe, everything changed. By the 18th century, dahlias were more valuable than gold, with wealthy Europeans paying fortunes for rare varieties. Today, there are over 42,000 registered dahlia varieties, with the largest flowers reaching 15 inches across. From humble Aztec vegetable to European treasure, dahlias prove that beauty can transform the ordinary into the extraordinary. 8. Sunflower, the happy giant. From the vast plains of North America comes the sunflower, nature's eternal optimist. These happy giants can grow up to 30 feet tall, always turning their faces to follow the sun across the sky in a behavior called heliotropism. A single sunflower head contains up to 2,000 seeds, arranged in perfect mathematical spirals. Spanish conquistadors brought sunflowers to Europe in the 1500s, where they quickly became beloved. Here's a remarkable environmental fact. Sunflowers can help clean radioactive soil, making them both beautiful and beneficial. These cheerful giants literally look on the bright side, following the sun all day long and reminding us to do the same. 9. Tulip, the spring herald. From the mountains of Central Asia and Turkey comes the tulip, a flower that once caused economic madness. In 1630s Holland, tulips created the world's first economic bubble, known as tulip mania. Single bulbs sold for more than houses, and fortunes were made and lost in the tulip trade. Originally cultivated by the Ottoman Empire, tulips were symbols of paradise and divinity. Today, the Netherlands produces 3 billion tulip bulbs annually, painting the landscape in rainbow stripes each spring. Here's a unique characteristic. Tulips continue growing even after being cut, reaching toward the light until their last breath. These spring heralds remind us that beauty sometimes comes with a price, but it's always worth the investment. 10. Hibiscus, the tropical beauty. From warm regions around the world comes the hibiscus, a flower that embodies tropical paradise. Hawaii chose the hibiscus as their state flower, and it's easy to see why. These large, showy blooms can flower year-round in tropical climates, providing constant beauty. The flowers are completely edible and make a delicious cranberry-flavored tea that's packed with vitamin C. Some hibiscus varieties change color throughout the day, starting one shade in the morning and deepening as the sun sets. For centuries, hibiscus has been used medicinally across many cultures. This tropical beauty represents paradise itself, bringing warmth and color to gardens worldwide. 11. Iris, the rainbow messenger. From temperate regions across the northern hemisphere comes the iris, named after the Greek goddess of the rainbow. These elegant flowers truly live up to their divine namesake, blooming in every color imaginable. Ancient Egyptians valued iris roots so highly they used them to make perfume, and the scent was reserved for royalty. Vincent van Gogh was so captivated by irises that he painted them in one of his most famous works. The iris inspired the fleur-de-lis symbol, representing nobility and power. Here's a delightful surprise. Some iris varieties smell exactly like grape soda. The iris brings a rainbow of colors to our gardens and has inspired artists and royalty for thousands of years. 12. Magnolia, the ancient beauty. From East and Southeast Asia, Eastern North America, and Central America comes the Magnolia lily, one of nature's oldest flowering plants. Magnolias are living fossils that existed before bees evolved, so they developed to be pollinated by beetles instead. Fossilized magnolia flowers have been found that are 20 million years old, proving these beauties have been gracing the earth since long before humans existed. What appear to be petals on magnolia flowers are actually called tepals. They're a fusion of petals and sepals. Some magnolia trees can live for over 100 years, becoming family heirlooms passed down through generations. Magnolias remind us that true beauty is timeless and enduring. 13. Poppy, the resilient survivor. From across the northern hemisphere comes the poppy, a flower that symbolizes both beauty and remembrance. Poppies have an extraordinary survival ability. Their seeds can remain dormant in soil for decades, waiting for the right moment to spring to life. This is why poppies often appear in disturbed soil and battlefields, leading to their association with fallen soldiers. California poppies have a charming daily ritual. They close their petals at night and on cloudy days, opening only when the sun shines bright. Despite their reputation due to certain species, most poppy seeds are completely safe and are used in baking. These delicate-looking flowers are actually nature's ultimate survivors, proving that resilience often wears a gentle face. 14. Lavender, the fragrant healer. From the Mediterranean region comes lavender, a flower whose name tells its story. Lavender comes from the Latin word lavare, meaning to wash, because ancient Romans used it in their baths. For over 2,500 years, lavender has been valued for its medicinal properties and heavenly fragrance. A healthy lavender plant can live and bloom for 15 to 20 years, filling your garden with its signature scent year after year. Lavender naturally repels moths and other insects, making it both beautiful and practical. The color lavender is named after this remarkable flower. This fragrant healer has been soothing souls, scenting homes, and healing bodies for millennia. 15. Protea, the king of flowers. From South Africa comes the Protea, rightfully called the king of flowers, named after the Greek god Proteus, who could change his form. Proteas come in an amazing variety of shapes and sizes. They're South Africa's national flower and among the world's oldest flowering plants, with fossils dating back 300 million years. Proteas are ultimate survivors. They can withstand wildfires, drought, and extreme conditions that would kill most plants. Some species can live without water for months, storing moisture in their thick leaves. These magnificent flowers have weathered ice ages, volcanic eruptions, and continental drift, proving that true royalty endures through any adversity. 16. Wisteria, the cascading wonder. From China, Korea, Japan, and the eastern United States comes wisteria, a climbing beauty that creates living architecture. Wisteria vines can live for over 100 years, growing so large and heavy they can actually collapse structures if not properly supported. In Japan, some wisteria tunnels are over 150 years old, creating magical walkways of cascading purple, blue, and white flowers. These powerful climbers can reach 35 feet high, turning ordinary fences and pergolas into spectacular floral displays. The flowers are edible and have a sweet taste, though gardeners should note that the seeds are toxic. Wisteria teaches us that beauty has power. Respect it, support it, and it will reward you with decades of breathtaking displays. 17. Camellia, the winter rose. From Eastern and Southern Asia comes the camellia, a flower that defies the seasons. While most flowers rest during winter, camellias burst into bloom, earning them the nickname winter rose. These evergreen beauties are related to the tea plant, and some camellia trees are over 1,000 years old, still blooming faithfully each winter. In many Asian cultures, camellias symbolize love and devotion, perfect gifts for expressing deep feelings. Unlike roses, camellia flowers have no fragrance, but they make up for it with their perfect symmetrical beauty and waxy petals that seem almost artificial in their perfection. When winter seems endless, camellias remind us that beauty persists even in the coldest months. 18. Jasmine, the queen of the night. From tropical and warm temperate regions worldwide comes jasmine, a flower that saves its best for darkness. Most jasmine varieties bloom at night and release their strongest fragrance after sunset, earning the title Queen of the Night. The fragrance is so prized that it takes 8,000 jasmine flowers to make just 1 gram of jasmine absolute oil, making it one of the most expensive floral essences in the world. Jasmine tea isn't actually made from jasmine, it's green tea that's been scented with jasmine flowers. This night-blooming beauty is the national flower of both Pakistan and the Philippines, and its flowers are used in religious ceremonies across many cultures. Jasmine proves that some of nature's most precious gifts are revealed in darkness. 19. Gardenia, the velvet beauty. From Asia, Africa, and Pacific Islands comes the gardenia, the diva of the flower world. Gardenias have waxy petals that feel like velvet and produce an intoxicating fragrance, especially at night. During the 1940s, gardenia corsages were the height of fashion, worn by elegant women to special occasions. These beautiful flowers are extremely particular about their growing conditions. They need just the right amount of water, perfect soil pH, and specific temperatures. Interestingly, gardenias are related to coffee plants, sharing the same plant family. When gardenias are happy, they're absolutely stunning, but they definitely let you know when conditions aren't to their liking. they're the high-maintenance beauties of the garden world. 20. Passion flower, nature's crown. Our final flower comes from South America, especially Brazil, the passion flower, nature's most intricate masterpiece. When Spanish missionaries first saw these complex flowers, they interpreted the intricate structure as representing the Passion of Christ, hence the name. With over 500 species worldwide, passion flowers showcase nature's incredible creativity. Each flower lasts only one day, but the plants bloom continuously throughout their growing season. Many species produce the delicious passion fruit, making them both ornamental and edible. Some passion flower species are used medicinally as natural sedatives, valued for their calming properties. The passion flower reminds us that nature's most complex creations often hold the deepest meanings and the greatest rewards. We've journeyed across continents and through millions of years to meet these 20 extraordinary flowers. From ancient magnolias that predate humanity to exotic birds of paradise that seem to defy reality, each flower tells a story of survival, adaptation, and nature's endless creativity. Some survived ice ages, others caused economic bubbles, and many have been healing and inspiring humans for thousands of years. These flowers remind us that beauty comes in countless forms, from the cheerful simplicity of sunflowers to the complex artistry of passion flowers. Whether they bloom for a single day or return faithfully for centuries, each flower teaches us something valuable about resilience, patience, and the rewards of nurturing life. The next time you see any of these flowers, whether in your garden, a park, or even in a photograph, remember their incredible stories. You're not just looking at pretty petals, you're witnessing millions of years of evolution, centuries of human cultivation, and nature's endless capacity for wonder. Thank you for joining me on this floral journey around the world. Remember, every garden is a collection of stories, and every flower is a chapter in the magnificent book of life on earth. Keep exploring, keep planting, and keep discovering the amazing world of flowers.